Alright, welcome back to Blatancy. My name is Kumiv. With me is my brother Lucky. Today we're going to be talking about not UFC. Hold up. No. We're going to be talking about Shuriken Fight Series 19. We were there live. This was yesterday.
Banger card.
Great. Honestly, right?
Fire.
The amount of finishes on this card this time around is crazy. It feels like everyone
This is the last one of the year. Everyone banged it out. Everyone came to fight. Every fight was a gangster fight. Everyone came to fight.
Yeah. It was awesome,
put on the show
honestly.
From the first the card was stacked. Everything was stacked all the way up to the top.
Yeah. The stack meter, I'd give it a fucking...
This is 10, bro.
Yeah.
It's definitely 10 out of 10.
9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. In terms
I'll give you a 10 out of 10. The last time it was 10 out of 10. The whole card would probably be when Nikora fought, I think.
Nikora fought in Shuriken? I don't think so.
Oh, no,
Shuriken.
That was King of the Ring.
My bad.
I was talking about Shuriken. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I have to think about it. But this one was definitely 10 out of 10.
100%. Let's not waste any time. We'll jump straight into it. John Vake fought Alfred Stoddart.
Yes, my docs.
Obviously, John Vake is our guy, but taking bias out of it as well, you, and a lot of people believe John won that fight.
I feel like John definitely won that fight.
Round 1 and round 2 was
I don't respect Alfred Stoddart. Like he's a fucking gangster fighter. We seen him fight before.
Yeah.
You know, we seen him
he knocked
get that
out
knockout on Shuriken.
Connor Woodman on Shuriken.
Yeah,
as well,
exactly. Yeah, he knocked him out. I remember that. He's a good fighter, so not taking anything away from him or anything. But I felt like John won that fight because 2-1. He won the third round.
Yeah, Alfred definitely won the third round.
Yeah, Alfred won the third round for sure.
Round 1 and 2 was pretty obvious to me.
Pretty obvious that John won. You know, people are like, oh, he was threatening submissions and that, but no, John had control the whole time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. John let off a bit of ground and pound as well on top, but just had control the whole time.
Yeah,
you know, I don't know how you score. They're like, oh, he threw elbows from the bottom and shit, but 1, 2, 3 elbows don't mean nothing when you get control the whole fight. Yeah, you know.
Because that's what Alfred did in the third round. He controlled from the top anyways.
He controlled from the top all the rounds. You know what I mean? Obviously, he let off some ground and pound, good amount of ground and pound and stuff. But
he got out. Yeah,
that's what I don't get. I don't know how the judges scored it. What they were seeing, I don't know. That was, in my opinion, just not the right decision. That was not right. I feel like John won, but obviously we're not a team that's gonna make excuses. Yeah. No excuses. At the end of the day, the judges gave it to Alfred. So big up to Alfred.
Shout out to Alfred.
Shout out to Alfred. He did his thing. You know what I mean? He got the job done.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say nah, fuck that. That was a shit decision. I feel like John should have won that fight. John should have gotten the title. Yeah. But that's not the case. So let's, I don't want to dwell on it. So
it is what it is. Yeah. This is what even John very quickly accepted the decision. Yeah. He was shocked for a second and he's like, whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. And it's not the first time this shit had happened, but I'm not gonna go into that. But anyway, but Alfred won, so shout out to him. He got the title.
He called out
and he called out Cam.
And
good call out for him
because apparently he was supposed to fight Cam instead of John. It was supposed to be Cam, but I don't know why Cam didn't end up taking the fight. Yeah. I think he had I don't know. It wasn't that hard of a fight as well. Cam's last fight.
Yeah, because look, I think is that. Just guessing, I don't know. Yeah. Just throwing it out there. It's a good call out for Alfred, obviously. Yeah. Good call out because Cam's obviously a big name. He made it to the contenders. Got 2 good wins now. 1 title fight and the other one was a non-title fight.
No title fight.
But he beat a good guy.
Yeah.
A really dangerous guy he beat. And I feel like for Cam, those 2 fights kind of already would have already made enough noise for him.
He already got 2 finishes.
Yeah, 2 finishes. Those 2 finishes would already made enough noise for him to get that call up on the UFC. Yeah. Probably the February one, all contenders. So so I feel like it makes no sense to go for that fight. That's a good call up for Alfred, of course. Yeah. Everybody wants the guy that's on the top.
Exactly.
The guy that's making noise. So but for Cam, I don't know if he would take it because I feel like those two fights would already put him in a good position to get onto the UFC, whether it's the February card, get their call up.
Yeah.
Is it February?
It's contenders?
No,
Sydney. Yeah, Sydney's February.
Sydney, to either get the call up there or the next contenders. So I feel like maybe that's what's brewing behind the scenes. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
The next contenders won't be till July next year. Yeah. So it's a bit of a bit
but
of time.
It depends. It just depends. I feel like maybe he could get the call up for February.
Yeah. Hopefully, if Cam doesn't get the call out in February, he has to be active. So there's there's the Shuriken Fight Series 20 on March, and then there's it's already announced now, so I think I can say it. I don't know, but there's a maybe it's not announced a date yet, but SFL 2 as well is in the works after March. So there's those options, those 2 fight cards there for Cam to jump on, in main event again or something,
but that's for Cam anyway. But but good job on Alfred Stoddart. So he's the champ now. He got the middleweight belt.
Shout out to John as well, Vake fan.
Yeah, of course, Vake fan for life. Always, always in my corner, always in the corner for Big Dogs.
For John,
But it's all good. We keep our head up. We move again. On to the next one. Let's go.
Straight up.
Vake fan for life.
All right, we'll move on to Cooper Rush Royal fought Brad Walley. Cooper. Bit of a dud. Bit of a because you were explaining who Cooper is to me.
Yeah, Cooper's a fucking animal.
He's a gangster.
That guy's a gangster.
And the highlights you were showing me when he was fighting one of our guys. Man, he looked solid. And he had a tough. He had to fight offensively wrestling because Brad was a wrestler.
He had to fight the way he had to fight because the guy was a heavy wrestler. It's not because he couldn't do. It's not because he's not a good fighter. The fight was that way that he had to use his wrestling. He had to offensively wrestle and he had really like good techniques with trips and taking the back and good takedown defense on point and getting back up as well on point. But I'm gonna give shout out to what's his
Brad
name?
Walley.
Brad Walley too. Really good wrestling, fucking good wrestling, good jiu-jitsu as well.
Straight up.
Very good takedowns, good setups. But on the feet, you could tell Cooper was a lot more sharper on the feet.
Cooper had the Sean O'Malley look with the colored hair.
I like I fuck with the hair. But you can hear and his coach Subotic.
That's right. We have to give shout out to Coach Subotic.
Shout out to Coach Subotic.
Back-to-back wins. On the show. He came out there. And it just shows the levels
that
he brings.
As well, shout out to them. What is their gym? I can't remember what their gym is called. I have to know the name of their gym because shout out to them. They have Subotic team and their gym. Their system is fucking
amazing,
fucking good.
And it's very apparent as well because every time Subotic comes to New Zealand, right? I don't think maybe he has, but I don't think I've seen him lose in New Zealand.
They're the MMA fight team.
MMA fight team.
Family fight team. MMA FFT. So MMA family fight team.
Yeah, out of in Australia.
Out of Sydney. Sydney, Australia.
Out of Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
Shout out to Coach Subotic and MMA fight.
MMA family fight team.
MMA family fight team.
Yeah. Shout out to them. They have a really good system, and you see the breakdowns and videos that he does. I watch them all the time.
Yeah.
You can tell he is one of those one of those special
when
coaches
he was giving
in the game.
corner advice as well. Yeah. While
you can hear Cooper was doing everything everything like Coach was saying he was executing exactly,
and the things Subotic would say
and it's very specific. You can hear there's very few coaches that give the specifics. You hear Eugene, right? It's very hard to hear him, but and that's another thing in the arena. Everyone was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop. That was beautiful because everyone was quiet. You could hear everything. Even the fighters I'm sure could hear the coaches properly.
100%.
You can hear huge and that it's just specific things. Where some coaches they're like, you gotta move, you gotta move. You know what I mean?
Keep your head down. Where
Subotic is like, head position. This, just the specific things. And you can tell it's drilled. These guys drill it. Same with our team as well. When you just giving the advice, he's just giving the specific things. He's just throwing out the specific things that you need to do. That way you pick up, you automatically know. There's no overly too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but shout out to Subotic and shout out to Cooper. He got the job done, got the dub. Hard fought fight, but good fight for him. Really good win.
Good test. And
good test as well. And he's only going to get better. He's young as fuck as well. He's only getting better. And shout out to them, shout out to Cooper, shout out to the team, shout out to Coach Subotic. Awesome stack of fighters that he's got coming up. So
and we'll move on to it's still Subotic's team as well. So
is it?
Gase Sanita for Anna Korzh.
Oh, is she from? Are you sure?
Yeah, Gase is from Subotic's team.
No
100%.
All right. Nice.
Well, I'd like to believe he is. Now I'm a bit.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure. I'll check.
I'm quite certain.
I don't know if I saw. I didn't see him in the corner, but I could be wrong.
I'm quite sure Gase Sanita is from Subotic's team. I hope not. But regardless, right? Gase had an amazing performance. She was quite patient with Anna. Anna has this really funky style. She moves a lot.
Yeah.
She's circling a lot. She made a few mistakes with defending, with closing the distance. She threw like a sloppy 1-2, which Gase was able to kind of latch on to Anna and get the back, jump on the back, and then eventually got the rear naked. And shout out to Anna, man. Anna was really just not giving up. You know, like she was just out there getting choked out, but still just throwing as many punches as she can until she went out. You know, and she was out.
I don't think Gase is from that gym because I don't see anything. But I could be wrong. I'm not sure what gym she fights out of. But
okay.
But
I feel like I'm quite certain that Gase Sanita is from Subotic's team.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
She could be. I can't because it says like Wrestling Academy in Sydney, but it doesn't say that specific gym.
Oh, okay. But regardless, I could be wrong. I don't know why I assumed that. I feel like
I felt like it too, but I wasn't sure. But
yeah.
But whatever team she's from, she's good. She won the last time. She won again. This time.
She beat Gina G, who was our teammate. Rear naked choke as well, I think. And now she got Anna and Anastasia. I don't know how to pronounce her last name correctly, but I'm assuming it's Korzh.
Yeah, Korzh.
Korzh. But honestly, Anna is a difficult opponent to deal with because she's very unusual style. So like throw a jumping T.
Yeah, she's very unorthodox style.
Yeah, and Gase was patient. She was just like following. You can see she'll like drop her hands like, all right, let me just relax.
She's just waiting, just being patient. And once she got the opportunity to get in and then shoot for that.
Yeah, Anna threw she stepped into the 1-2. I think she missed, and that's when Gase grabbed onto her body, jumped on the back while standing, got the her hooks in.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember how she got down to the ground, but she eventually got the choke.
I think she fell forward on her face or something.
Oh, that's right. Didn't
she was saying like, do the Michael Chandler?
Yeah. That's right.
Everyone was screaming on set, do the Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
But she fell forward on her face, I think, and then turned around. But she was fighting all the way until the end. So she went out, but she froze, bro.
Yeah, she was out.
That was fucked up.
But again, I know it's crazy it's a lot of people shout out me the last time I said it, but I still think it's quite an insane thing to not tap when you're getting choked out and just keep fighting. You know, like. I was screaming from the stands. I was like, she'll die before she tapped because you can already tell Anastasia is that type of a girl and she's not gonna fucking give up, you know.
Yeah.
So and she didn't. She was fucking. She was already going out and she was still throwing punches, you know, which is cool to see. And shout out to Gase, man.
Shout out to Gase.
She's such a good fighter.
Yeah, good fight, good
striker.
jiu-jitsu, super good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling.
Yeah,
got the job done.
Saw the opportunity and took it. All right, we'll move on to our guy from CKB, Kyle Mayochi, fought Dane Edge.
I think Dane took this fight on short notice again. I think.
I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know why. I feel like he did, but I'm not sure.
But I know that Dane's been fucking active as hell.
Yeah,
I feel like
we've been taking on short notice fights. That's the thing.
I feel like every New Zealand, any kind of card, he's on there.
Yeah,
right?
he be taking fights on short notice. And big shout out to him, man. Like, cause he fights anyone. This motherfucker don't give a fuck. He jumps up.
Like, think about it.
He will fight anyone, bro.
I can remember, right? SFL, Arsenal X, and now Shuriken. 3 times itself this year. And I feel, right? I could be wrong. I feel like he was on.
He didn't fight on SFL, did he?
He fought SFL, right? Oh no, SFL.
No, he fought in Hex.
He fought in Hex. That's right. Was he not in SFL?
Year. No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay, my bad. So maybe Dane was not on SFL. But when was Hex? Was Hex this year?
Last year.
No, Hex was this year.
Was it this year?
No, it was this year.
When Nav fought in Hex.
Yeah.
That was last year, bro. Nav fought on something else this year and got the. He beat Phil Latu on what?
He beat Phil Latu like a couple of months ago. I think.
But Hex was last year, I think.
Nah. I'm pretty sure Hex was like February this year. Or
maybe
like
it is this year. I can't remember.
Yeah. No way it was last year, bro. Nah, no,
true. Maybe
no
it's this
way.
year.
Yeah,
maybe it was early this year.
It was early this year.
But yeah, Dane was fuck. He's active as fuck, and he fights anyone. He took so many fights on short notice. Granted he didn't win, but he's still a gangster because he took the fights and he put on good fights as well. Good performance.
And shout out to Kyle, man. Kyle fucking had just a dominant position. He's so good at wrestling, right?
So good at on the ground.
And his boxing
position.
countering. He's so like in the pocket, ready to go, and the throw he's countering.
Yeah.
He had Dane backing up the whole time.
Yeah.
Dane was, I mean, fuck. When I was seeing the way Kyle was throwing, I'm like, holy shit, Dane's a gangster. Because if I was in there with Kyle and Kyle's boxing the way he does, oh fuck, it's so scary how fast Kyle was. And Dane is pretty quick too, but man, the speed and precision that Kyle had.
Yeah. Kyle is very good, bro. Kyle and Brody, the brothers. Brody's fucking good, bro. Brody's such a gangster, and so
Brody always looks fly with the fucking cowboy hat, the brown boots and shit.
Yes,
he just looks,
yes, sir.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to fucking throw fucking one of those wrangling things. Yeah, but anyways.
But yeah, so Kyle just beautiful performance, technical, super technical, good on the ground, but got the finish in the end, got that choke.
Yeah.
Against the cage and I think Dane tapped. Yeah. Did he tap?
He tapped right at the end of the buzzer. Yeah, I think the buzzer tapped. Went off while he tapped. Right, he got like the John Jones style. Was it a guillotine? I think.
Yeah, kind of almost like a face crank, like a neck crank. Almost.
And shout out to Kyle. Got the finish. Kyle also. Kyle, I'm pretty sure. Right, I'm almost certain Kyle fought the guy from Shuriken before as well. What's his name? Brad Ramsey, where he dropped him. I'm pretty sure it was Kyle.
I can't remember.
It was on a Shuriken Fight Series card as well.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
Can you remember, Brad was complaining there was an early stoppage. It might have been because he on the replay, he apparently slipped, right? No, apparently, he definitely slipped. And it looked like Kyle had fucking dropped him,
But whatever.
But regardless, it's still counted as a knockout. And okay, I'm not going to say it, but I'm not gonna. I was gonna say, Kyle probably would have knocked him out anyways. No,
he probably would have anyway.
No, I'm not gonna say that. But
no disrespect, respectfully, but yeah.
But nah. So shout out to Kyle Mayochi. Great performance.
Yeah. Let's go.
Great finish on a 10. And this is his.
Let's go.
It's a pro fight. Second pro fight,
I think. Yeah.
Second or third pro fight.
2-0 now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Both by finish. And then we had the all natural.
Mr. Olympia, brother, let's go!
The Mr. Olympia himself.
I'm all about that, let's go. Mr. O.
Shout out to Nick, he might be watching. But anyway, so Nick Edwards fought Fergus Jenkins. Nick Edwards, honestly, right? I don't want to be, I know he gets shit a lot.
He's scary as fuck, bro. That's a
He looked like, have you seen those cows that are like overly like muscular? You know what I'm talking about? Right? The gigantic. He legit looked like that. He looked like he should be fighting in fucking Pride when they were fighting bare knuckle. He had like the Vale Tudo shots. He looked like he should be fighting Chuck Liddell.
He looks
gigantic
scary as fuck.
motherfucking guy.
That guy's
and Fergus Jenkins to just go in there. Yeah. And then
that's scary to stand in front of a fucking guy that's that huge, and he's bro. He had good takedown defense and he had good kicks. Yeah. His takedown defense was gangster, bro. He had fucking good takedown defense.
Yeah.
But
and Fergus had good takedowns. Like, he shot.
I'm saying like he had good balance, very good balance for a guy that big, and he moved really well for a guy that big, bro.
Yeah.
But shout out to Fergus though, getting the job done, and also just having that like. It's hard to stand in there with someone that's that big in front of you. It's scary. It's like, but I stood in front of I spot Hemi and I was fucking scared as fuck. That guy's huge. This guy's a unit, bro.
Way
a guy that big in small gloves.
Crazy,
Fuck that, bro. But and shout out to Fergus because he's a gangster. It's all a mental game. I couldn't imagine how mentally you have to prepare to go.
Yeah, because you're like, fuck, this guy looks like he's gonna knock me out.
Yeah,
like, he looks like it's gonna be a tough fucking. You know what I mean?
So, but he fought through.
Fergus got the rear naked, right?
Yeah.
Was it a rear naked?
Yeah, it was a rear naked.
Yeah.
He got the rear naked. He was threatening, I think, an armbar. Was he? I think he did get on top.
I can't remember now.
I can't quite remember. Don't remember. But I know he got the rear naked choke.
Yeah, and was it a rear naked?
Yeah, I've got the video here.
Yeah, have a look, because I remember
it was a rear naked. Because
it looked like Nick wasn't out, and then he was out. And then he was like out. Nick looked like he died, with all due respect. He looked like he was dead, bro. Like the way he was just flat out there, it was like, oh my god. Fergus Jenkins just fucking went out.
Oh, it was
there.
the arm triangle. It wasn't rear naked. It was the arm triangle.
That's right. I was like, I remember it was something where it looked like he can survive.
Yeah, it was the arm triangle.
Yeah. But man,
I think Fergus did get on top control. I think he did. I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he threatened a triangle and shit like that.
I mean, it's hard to remember, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's so many fights.
And we're going off memory here, you know. So it's like,
but he still got the arm triangle, and that guy was out for a while. What's his name?
Nick Edwards, man.
Nick was out for a while.
Yeah.
But shout out to Fergus though.
To overcome, and he mentioned as well, overcoming that hurdle, right?
Yeah.
It's already one thing to. This is his second pro fight. It's already one thing to go in there in your second pro fight, and it's a lot on the line. You know, you're early in your career. Everything, your record is on the line. It's one thing to have that nerves of that itself, and then to fight someone that looks like Nick. And then to go out there and beat him the way he beat him, man, like he should be over the moon.
100%.
For that. That's amazing.
And he got the job done. So
2-0 now.
Yeah, big future.
Both by finish. Man. You know, he beat the last guy. I wish I remember the guy's name. Both of them debuted real on quick. SFL.
Yeah, real quick.
It was very. I mean, we already spoke about that fight, but it was amazing how quick Fergus jumped on the back.
Fergus is the man, bro. So shout out to Fergus, bro. Well done. That was a fucking good fight. And shout out to Nick too.
Yeah. And then now we'll move on to we'll move on to the opening of the main card. We had Chris Spahn fought Stan Coster.
This is good.
This was a good fight. You know, Stan Coster came out. He had a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he had good hands. Yeah,
he had good hands. Quick.
But yeah, he was very like, oh, what's good?
Showboating a little bit.
Showboating a bit too much.
Yeah, and then Chris had a good. He shot.
He threw some punches and then he shot. Beautiful clean. Shoot.
Yeah,
a beautiful shot. Like that takedown was clean. Yeah, clean takedown. Got on top. I think he got mount. I think he was. Wait, what? How did he win this?
He
rear naked. I think he got the rear naked, right?
No.
Or did he get a triangle? Yeah, I think he got rear naked.
Yeah, he got rear naked.
He got the rear naked.
Yeah,
shot.
sorry. That's right. I remember clearly. Yeah, Stan was tapping. Yeah. But he threatened a few things. He threatened like the triangles.
Yeah, threatened the armbar, and then he got back up and he still had control on him. Yeah. Dragged him down, and that's how he got the back.
Yeah.
And got the choke done. So, but yeah, that was fucking good. I think he got his black belt.
He got a black. I believe it was a black belt.
Yeah, I think they gave Chris Spahn
because he did well. He was on the ground. Good. Yeah, he was throwing all kinds of submission attempts.
Yeah,
and eventually got the choke.
A lot of submission attempts. I think he was going for like triangles, arm bars. Yeah. Couldn't get them done, but at least he tried. You know, he threatened all that, and then he got the back, got the submission, got the rear naked, got the tap, got the job done.
I believe I could be wrong here. Maybe Chris pro debut. I feel like it was his pro debut. They were both debuting.
Yeah, I think they both debuted.
Or they both were 1-0 or something. Like they were very early in their pro career. So shout out to Chris, man.
Yeah,
great job.
Good job.
Great job. I look forward to seeing what he does next.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully on the next the match.
And Stan Costa too. Good hands, bro. He had fucking good hands.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Stan. Like he looked actually looked like he was going to win.
Very good boxing. Yeah.
And so shout out to
them. Good job. Good fight. Well done. Banger fight.
Now we'll move on to the main event of the prelims.
Hold up.
Our guy from CKB, Tama Hiquily fought.
Fuck up. I need the thing that is here.
But Tama Hiquily fought Jeremic. I mean, what is that to say apart from fucking Tama Hiquily, man?
Yeah, Tama, man, like he manifested this whole shit, like for real. Like every time I see him in the gym after sparring or before sparring, I'm like, the champ is here. Every time I see him, like the champ is here.
Yeah,
you're the champ. Champ is here. Every single time I see him, like the champ is here.
Yeah,
you're already the champ. You know.
Yeah.
And he would hold like the fucking belly pad like a belt.
Yeah.
You hold it up, be like, I'm already the champ. You know. Yeah. I'm like, fuck yeah, you are the fucking champ already.
Yeah.
And he just believed it. It's just belief. And then, like you could tell, like. That was like a McGregor moment, like
straight
a McGregor Aldo moment.
From the way he walked out to what he did in the cage, the way he
not
looked
even
at
from the way he walked out, from the weigh-ins, the face off, the way he held the belt, everything was. Yeah. It was like his McGregor moment, but it wasn't like he was. It's not like he was copying. It was his moment, but it was a similar moment because he did it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like he just did and nothing happened. You know what I mean? It was a shit fight kind of thing. No, he went out there. He stood in the middle, had his arms out. You know, stood there. He believed it. Everything, the whole moment, everything was exactly how he thought it was gonna go.
So, man, his walkout was crazy. So much fucking like aura, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy, right? Because I remember when he walked out and he walked in as well. he didn't like, most people go in the cage and they like shake each other's hands and all that. He maintained like dominance when he walked in, right? He walked in, he like stepped in there, he looked at Jean, he walked it like circled around, and then he stood in front like fucking hell, man. Like he knew he was gonna win.
Yeah.
And with all due respect to Jean Jeremic, right? He's a great fighter. We've seen him fight. His gas tank is crazy.
Yeah.
He can put up a pace. When he fought, I believe it was Cameron, something Cameron.
Yeah, I forget his name.
From the Pukikoi gym. When he fought, that fight was amazing, right?
That was
Jean
a crazy
Jeremic.
fight, yeah.
I don't understand what was Jean trying to do running at Tama like that. Knowing who Tama is.
Yeah.
Tama literally KO everyone.
Nah, he just wanted to pressure and try and
maybe he just was annoyed at how Tama was moving, right? He was out on the shoulder.
And that's exactly the thing. That's what it is. That's what McGregor did to Aldo.
That's what I was just about to say. That's what Aldo did.
That's
Aldo was like, fuck, I'm gonna fuck this guy.
Exactly, that's what McGregor did to Aldo, and the same thing. And Tama was just patient. Yeah. Boom, just caught him with that same thing, floating back. Boom.
Yeah. He moved straight up, back, overhand.
Move back, boom.
But, man, also, Jean got back up. He got back up, but then he got
But he was rocked. He was fucking
rocked.
Out. Even when he got back up, he was not there.
He was out of it, though. But his fighting spirit was there in the sense. Yeah, I wanted to give Jean his credit.
Definitely, you got to give him credit, but it is what it is. That's just, you just have to take that.
It's a tough loss. To go out that way, it's tough to deal with.
It's a tough loss, but it is what it is, At the end of the day, you got to give props to the guy that did it, If it was the other way around as well, you got to give the guy props. But Tama did it, man. Tama, that's a beautiful moment, bro. He's been calling for the strap forever, and this was it. That was his moment.
He finally got his shot,
bro.
Yeah,
like beautiful overhand right, boom. Yeah, caught him, went down, got the finish,
and then he jumped on him. And Jean was,
Jean was out for a while, bro. Like fuck, he was
laying there.
He was out. I was actually a bit scared because I was like, fuck, it's been like over a minute. I was like, shit, this guy's not moving. He's not moving, but. He got back up in the end. But I hope he's okay. I hope he's good. I hope he recovers well. Nothing. There's not too much damage or anything. But I hope he's all good and he'll recover. Speedy recovery.
This was an amateur fight, right?
Yeah, amateur bantam title weight.
Which is good in a way. I wish it was a pro fight for Tama, because then this is like on Tama's pro record. But it's also good in a way because Jean can learn from this. Right, and it's not permanent on his record. It's. But
the thing is, like, Tama is gonna have so many more moments to come. You can just tell from here. Yeah. You can just tell from this that his future is gonna be crazy.
He's won every fight by KO.
Yeah.
Every fight from the time he had shin pads on. Until now, he's never gone to a decision.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, every fight that we've seen Tama,
finished everyone.
He's finished. Even as the hard fight he had with Sukhman as well.
Yeah.
He eventually finished him. So like. Yeah, like he.
Yeah, Tama is that guy, man. He's
a genuine prospect.
Yeah,
fighting out of CK. He's our next guy.
Yeah,
from our gym, he's the next guy. One of the next.
One of the younger ones that's gonna go far in the future.
Yeah,
Tama's one of those guys, man. Especially this moment just cemented it to win the belt that way. Yeah,
straight up.
I can't wait for him to turn pro and
continue moments like these.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
but we'll see. There's no rush. He's still young. He's only 24.
Yeah.
He's like 24, 25, so there's no rush to turn pro, Take your time, still keep working. But fucking what a moment, bro.
Incredible
Shout
fight.
out to Tama. That was a fucking beautiful fight, brother.
Shout out to
that shit had me fucking losing my mind.
Bro,
I couldn't believe
whole arena
when
fucking...
he threw that overhand right and he went down, I was like, oh!
Crazy moment.
Bro, I lost my
I think that was
mind.
the craziest moment in the whole. I mean, that was the quickest knockout.
And just the way, bro. Just the way. 10-second knockout.
Yeah, and even Isaac Savage was like, there's not much to say about this fight. He's lost for words as well. The guy who always has something to say, even he was like, bro, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, just fucking say some shit, man. But nah, shout out to Tama Hiquily, man. Incredible fight.
Beautiful fight.
We'll move on to
and also, actually, let me give Isaac some props too.
Yeah.
Like, Isaac's always announced. He's been a fucking good announcer every single time. But this fight Shuriken, he was on point. Like, bro, this guy's energy, everything, like, he just leveled up. Even he improved like a fighter, bro. Like, he just came in tonight, and he showed out.
He showed up,
bro. Isaac was on point. So shout out to Isaac
yeah.
tonight for Shuriken on the Shuriken night. Like he killed it. You smashed it out the fucking gate, bro. Like
he definitely stepped it up big time.
Yeah, everything. Your announcements, the way I don't know, something was just different.
Yeah.
The aura was just different.
When he was announcing the main event as well, when John's fight as well.
Yeah,
just the way he
had aura, man. Like he stepped up his whole game. So shout out to Isaac too, man. Well done.
100%.
Like you're killing that shit, bro.
Yeah. Big shout out to Isaac.
Yeah.
Isaac Savage.
That's because of UFC Fight Pass. Nah, because of Fight Pass.
Obviously, right? I mean, if you're
because of the Fight Pass. Nah.
If you're on the big stage, you gotta bring the best of the best.
But fuck, shout out to Isaac too, man.
Shout out to Isaac. He had some nice words for us. He DM'd the Blatancy page. Nice. He had some nice things to say about us as well.
Shit. Nah, appreciate it.
Respect to him.
Respect.
We'll move on to our one of the girls from our gym. Brooke Pritchard fought Rhian Howells.
Yeah,
and this was a banger fight, bro.
This was such a gangster fight.
Both of them had fucking incredible moments.
Rhian Howells.
Rhian Howells. Yeah.
Shit, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your fucking name, but I'm gonna say Rhian. But Rhian had that dog
in her, especially in that third round. The third round was a fucking banger. That was fucking a scrap round. Yeah.
But Brooke put on a fucking clinic, bro. The striking clinic.
Yeah.
Like her style, like. Fuck,
her feints, right? Boom.
Yeah, feints and just her movement. It's very like it's so similar to Izzy and
very
like
much
Diddy.
So.
You know, it's similar esque.
Yeah,
it's different to the regular CKB style. This is like that different. That's a different kind of sauce. You know what I mean? That's that special type of sauce. You know what I mean? I'm watching Brooke move. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. That's how I feel like I want to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was some gangster shit, bro. And Brooke was on point.
Rhian was struggling the whole time to cover the distance.
Like Brooke's range, understanding of distance, distance management, footwork, and just shot selections, and just knowing when to get in. Everything was just a clinic, man. Brooke has from when I seen her first fight all the way till now, like her improvements is crazy, like crazy.
Another prospect for sure.
Definitely.
Women's
she
prospect.
just won the flyweight title. Like it was a fucking beautiful performance from the first round through the third round. First 2 rounds she showed a clinic, she showed her skill set, and then the third round she just showed that she has that dog. She was tired. They were both tired. Rhian too. I know I'm talking about Brooke right now, but I'm gonna get to Rhian too. But Brooke just showed like fuck. I got the whole skill set to show you, and even when I'm tired, I got that dog. I can stand here and bang, stand in the clinch and bang with you.
Because they were going at it in the
Brooke
third
was
round.
standing in that clinch. She stayed in it. She's like, okay, fuck, say less. Let's go. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck that. Let's go. Bang. And
she showed a lot of striking in this one, but her ground game too. In one of her last fights, I don't know if the fight was it the fight before this or the fight before that, where it was a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of wrestling, you know. And
the thing is, like she's fucking good on the ground. I see the work that she's doing for the ground as well, like in the gym. But it's the thing that's the beauty of it though. Like when you don't need to use it, there's no point. Like why take it to the ground when you're winning up here?
But I was highlighting how complete she is.
She's a complete fighter. Like might not seen it yet, but you know, like I'm sure she'll get to a point where someone will test that. You know, she will have to use it, and then you'll start to see that side of her game as well. But but overall, man, Brooke, fucking beautiful performance.
Straight up.
Shout out to Rhian. Rhian had good moments in there too. She was just throwing some really good strikes. Some landed some good strikes as well. Some good kicks. But in the clinch, she was a dog in the clinch though. Like her knees in the clinch, she was just fighting. Like they both had such heart, man. Like both these girls showed so much heart in these fights. But overall, at the end, Brooke got the dub, got the title.
Decision.
But shout out to both these girls for putting on such a beautiful
amazing fight.
Man.
The crowd was going crazy. We were going crazy. That third round, especially,
I was losing my
mind.
Stuck
in my head. Because they were just going.
They were just going at it. They were swinging back and forth. Like they really wanted to. They left it all in the fucking cage, bro.
You know, look, if Tama didn't get the knockout, right? I mean, I guess I don't know what kind of bonus they're giving out, but they are giving out something. I think it's just like best fight of the night or something like that. If Tama didn't get the knockout, Brooke might have been like the fight of the night. I can't remember which other fight where the crowd was going crazy. It was only these two at the end, as far as I can remember. Third round of Brooke versus Rhian, and then obviously when Tama got the KO, the crowd was going nuts.
100%.
Like everyone stood up, you know. It's not like family members or people.
The whole crowd was standing up.
Everyone was going crazy.
Like that shit was, bro. like Brooke's another prospect in the game, like still
100%.
young in the game, still coming up, just won the first NZ title.
Yeah.
Like
amateur, right?
Amateur title, amateur NZ title, flyweight title.
Yeah.
Man, Brooke, just keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
I always look forward to seeing Brooke fight.
Straight up.
And just levels, man. Every time she's coming in, she's just levels above what she was prior. So well done, Brooke. Shout out to Brooke. Let's go.
Great fight. We'll move on to another one of our guys. Maynard Peel fought Will.
Yes, sir. Big dog.
Will Msiska. I think I saw Squared Up MMA had an interview with Will. I think it's pronounced Msiska. Or Msiska or something like that. Good fight. It was very technical, right?
Yeah, it was a super technical fight. It was
when they were striking, when they were exchanging strikes, it was relatively close.
Yeah,
relatively.
Kind of, yeah.
Maynard was leading for sure, but it was not like it
wasn't one-sided. Yeah.
And Maynard won from the wrestling exchange.
I feel like Maynard was winning the first, the exchanges in the first and second round.
Yeah, 100%.
He was winning the exchanges and also won on the wrestling because obviously
held him against the cage.
He had the control time. He had to take down the times.
Yeah.
He had a lot of control, but on the striking, he did win the first two. And then the third round, he was getting tagged a lot.
He was getting tired.
He got a bit tired, obviously, from the wrestling. Wrestling so much.
Fuck, they wrestled for 2 rounds straight.
Yeah, 2 rounds straight.
The cage,
a lot of wrestling
going down. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Maynard was sharp, man. First 2 rounds, then third round, obviously he got tired, so he was getting touched up a bit on the feet.
Yeah.
But he still managed to get that takedown
at the end,
and get the control.
Yeah.
And still managed to win the fight at the end of the day. He got the job done, but was still a fucking good fight for Maynard. And also Will, man.
Yeah.
Will's a dangerous guy. Like he was tall.
100%. Speaking of, let me speak about Will for a second. When I was fighting this year in March, I think, or April, when I was fighting on the Shuriken grassroots, Will was warming up next to me as well, in the same area where I was. Will went out there. He was doing MMA. I was doing kickboxing, right? Will went out there and in the first 10 seconds got a head kick KO.
Yeah, I remember that. It was a switch kick.
Yeah, switch kick, high 8, boom, and that guy just went flat. And Will had shin pads on at the time as well. And this might have been Will's first no shins in MMA, and it's the same for Maynard's first no shins in MMA, Yeah. And shout out to both of them. You know both of them are great fighters.
100%.
We know Maynard for sure. Maynard's that fucking guy, bro. At the gym, I remember I was seeing him spar Ram that one time.
Yeah.
Ram did it obviously, right? And bro, I was just like, I had just finished sparring, and they obviously were doing the 11 o'clock one. And I was just standing there before I left Ram, like, holy shit, man, the way they were just exchanging, they were fighting, you could see they were just like, bro, you think you're the man, and they were going at it. But no, I shouldn't say that. But regardless, it's we know the levels of Maynard.
Definitely.
And
he's only gonna grow. This is a good test. It was a hard fight. It was a good fight for him. Good test.
Yeah.
And he's only gonna get better from here. He'll only grow and get better from here.
Yeah.
And shout out to Will too, because Will's a good fighter, man. I like
young in the game too.
Yeah, they're both young in the game, man.
Yeah.
And Will was nice and composed as well.
Yeah.
Man. Throughout all the rounds, he was composed. He was just trying to figure out, but Maynard just had that edge with the wrestling and took the
smart move.
Yeah, exactly.
You felt, oh, this could be too close in the striking.
Yeah.
Let me change it up.
Yeah,
It's MMA at the end of the day.
Yeah. You're this is not kickboxing.
Yeah,
so you want to be a complete fighter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So So shout out to Maynard.
Shout out to
Big dog. Well done.
Back in the winning circle. All right, now we'll move further deep into the prelims. We got one of our guys.
Yeah, Lorenzo.
Lorenzo Aveneti.
Yeah.
He goes back and forth from Tahiti.
From Tahiti to he's one of the Tahitian boys. That fight at CKB.
Yeah. He fought Asliddin Jumanov.
Yeah.
Or Jumanov. I'm assuming it's Jumanov since he's Russian. Or Chechen or something like that.
Yeah.
I to be honest, right, I wasn't familiar with who Lorenzo was before this.
Lorenzo,
even though I trained at CKB, but so many guys I just wasn't familiar with who he was.
I know who Lorenzo was.
Yeah. You told me who he was. It's first time I'm seeing him fight. He was doing all right.
Yeah.
He was moving well. He was moving actually quite well. He was guarding up well as well.
Yeah, he had good defense, but
Asliddin started to gain confidence when he realized that Lorenzo wasn't really countering.
Yeah,
Lorenzo was
throwing
more covering up.
Yeah. Lorenzo was trying to use his jab.
Yeah, and teep.
But he wasn't using it as much as he should have.
Yeah.
He just wasn't committing enough, I think.
Yeah.
And Asliddin just got confidence.
His confidence kept growing,
And he just started to chop the leg. Yeah. And then, let his strikes go.
Eventually got
takedown. But, so Lorenzo couldn't get off as much as he could. You know, maybe just not his night. So it is what it is. But Asliddin, good job to Asliddin.
Good job to Asliddin. Done. I don't think he's from New Zealand. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure
I'm not sure where he's from, but yeah, he did a good job. He got the job done. Got the dub. So shout out to
respect
him.
to
respect to him. Well done. And shout out to Lorenzo. Oh, good.
You'll be back.
Keep your head up. Yeah. On to the next one.
All right, we'll move on to Cameron Tremain fought Cole Banks. Look, I have some things I want to say about this fight because when I was watching, right, Cameron obviously looks like he was in incredible shape. He looked like the guy that had to go out. That, you know, based on optics, he looked like the guy who was supposed to win, right? Cole Banks was like a little bit like, you know, not too muscular. He looked a little bit like, you know, like he looked young. He didn't really look like the guy that would have been technical and would have won.
Yeah.
When the fight starts, Cole was moving in circles quite a bit and just waiting, right? Waiting, and Cameron had good moments in there. Cameron was landing a few leg kicks and stuff like that, right? A jab and whatnot. But Cole was making Cameron miss a lot and countering Cameron. And occasionally we'll just like, boom, bounce out with a 1-2, right? And it was so obvious to me and a lot of people, and even to Cole himself, right? It was so obvious to me that Cameron was missing a lot and Cole was countering Cameron. It's crazy to me, and with all due respect, it's crazy to me that Cameron won. I was so like, no way, bro. No way. Cole clearly won that fight.
Yeah.
Out of just strikes landed. The only thing is because the judges are saying cage side. Optically, it looked like Cameron was controlling Cole because Cole was always backed up against the fence, always had his butt against the fence, right? And then he would occasionally counter and slip and then circle out. It looked like Cameron was in control.
Cameron was throwing a lot of good kicks as well. He was landing some good jabs. I know what you mean.
I made it to put, man, it was so many, right? Where he kicked air, he punched the air, and then boom, he got countered so many times. Yeah. You know, I'm not shitting on Cameron. He won. Respect. Better than me. I kind of couldn't go out there and do that. You know, maybe I can. I don't know. I truly believe Cole Banks won that fight. I was genuinely surprised that Cameron won that. I'm sorry, Cameron. It sounded like I shat on you for the past minute. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Nah, but it's all good.
It's just an opinion, but I genuinely was. I feel bad for Cole because he was clearly ahead. It was not close in my opinion. I thought it was pretty obvious Cole was winning. You know? I have no ties to Cole. Okay, he's not my friend or anything. I'm just saying as a spectator watching, I thought Cole won. I was a bit like, damn, bro, is this what? Because this was early in the prelims, right? I was like, damn, is this what the judges are doing? You know what I mean? Like, so who else is gonna get robbed? You know?
And we know who else got robbed.
I mean, the main event we thought was a robbery, but. Anyways, with all respect, it's amateur. It's maybe novice.
Yeah.
Did they have shin pads on?
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, that's right.
I think
maybe they didn't.
No, they did.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So it's a novice fight. Hey, it is what it is. You learn from that. You grow from that. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to Cameron. And I apologize, Cameron, if I came across like I was
fuck that.
Nah. If I was discrediting your work, it's hard.
Fuck all that.
Nah, it's hard to go. I understand. You put in a whole training camp. There's a lot on the line, a lot of pressure, high pressure situations, a lot of nerves. And you got the dub.
That's such a politically correct answer, bro.
Yeah, of course, you gotta give the PC answer. But anyways, let's move on.
I'm gonna give the FC answer, but the
answer. No, let's move on to one of the other craziest knockouts on this card, right? Jesse Taylor fought Anthony Taylor.
Yeah.
Jesse Taylor won by the most cleanest uppercut KO you've ever seen in your entire life. The most boxing ass.
Yeah, Jesse was fucking good, bro. He had really, really, really good moments in that fight.
Good moments, yeah.
He's a good fighter, bro. He was so sharp in his striking. He'll pick his shots, 1-2, and then he was trading in the pocket.
Yeah. Anthony, in my opinion, won round one. I think he definitely won round one because he landed way more. He held Jesse against the cage towards the end there. He would explode with incredible combos. He looked, and I was telling you, he fights like Baz a little bit, right? He has that style.
Yeah.
And he was doing good.
Anthony was going good. He was jabbing to the body, trying to come up top.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
He was doing really good, moving around, trying, and Jesse was just filling him out. Jesse was throwing those jabs out there, throwing those kicks.
Yeah.
Good low kicks, good head kicks.
Yeah. Jesse would do that straight right into the lead high eight, right? Yeah. We call it an eight, but the lead head kick.
Yeah.
He wouldn't land it that well. He wouldn't land the kick much, but he would do it very well, right? He would pop, pop. He would explode, and he would do that well. Yeah. But let's talk about the finish because it's crazy, right? And you see, if you look on the CSN clips, you see that Jesse realizes Anthony keeps ducking. He does like a feint, right? And Anthony does that. He's like, all right, bet, and he went forward. I think he threw like a fake jab that, and he just went.
He threw a jab to the arm and then boom.
Yeah, and he winded it up like a boxer.
He was gonna
it wasn't like one of those. He like did the little like scoop up, what I mean? Boom, and oh my god, you know that shit was hard as fuck because the way Anthony fell down. Man, it's crazy. He was out.
But Jesse had fucking he had beautiful striking, man. Beautiful 1-2s, 1-2-3s.
Yeah.
Real fast in and out, and then just stood in the pocket and he'll just bang, 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 bang. He'll just let his combinations go. So Jesse was on, man. Jesse's fucking on. So and good finish too with the uppercut. Just beautiful. Just jabs, boom. He knew he kept ducking. He's gonna keep going low because he's in the boxing stance.
Yeah.
He loaded the uppercut, boom, got that job done.
KO, bro.
Yeah. So well done to Jesse, man.
Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Anthony. He had a great round one. He had
great rounds and also the good rips to the body. You know what I mean?
At the end. But Jesse was like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Get it.
Yeah, but optically, not optically, definitely Anthony won the first round.
Definitely,
Clearly, Jesse won the second round. But anyways, let's move on to our guy from CKB. Unfortunately, we got caught, right? So Hussein Nori from our gym, CKB, fought Sukhman Athwal.
Yeah.
I don't know where Sukhman fights out of, but I want to say...
I don't know what gym. I'm not sure.
I want to say Shuriken, but maybe not. Maybe not Shuriken gym. I feel like he also could be all over MMA. I don't know, but... shout out to Sukhman, he, but also, let's talk about Hussein since he's our guy, right? We should at least talk about him. He was fast, he was doing well.
Yeah, he had good inside low kicks. He was fast, he was sharp.
He's fighting a weight class up as well. He's flyweight, but he's fighting bantamweight now. And, but Sukhman did his thing, man. I think he threw like an orthodox 1-2. Right? Oh, what did he do? He stepped into
he stepped
southpaw.
into his two. He stepped into his right hand.
His southpaw.
And then he stayed southpaw and threw that hook.
Threw the left hook as Hussein was circling up. Caught him clean. Within the first minute of the fight. Within 1 minute, he caught him clean. And he was like, what? And then he jumped on him and just unloaded on Hussein and the fight ended right there.
Yeah.
And it was a cool moment early in the card.
Good moment for Sukhman,
good moment for Sukhman.
Good job.
And good bounce back for Sukhman as well because he got
finished by Tama.
He got finished by Tama, and it was a tough fight. He took that on short notice too, I think. But shout out to Hussein.
Shout out to
Hussein.
He'll be alright.
He'll be alright.
Just rest up, be back again. We go again. Yeah. I mean, this is the game. Shit happens, but it's what it is.
Respect, brother. I'll see you at the gym.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to a guy who took it on 3 to 4 days' notice. Cullen Masters fought Luke Bartlett, right?
Yeah.
And Cullen apparently took the fight on 3 or 4 days' notice. 3 days' notice. And Cullen won the fight. Did he win by decision? I believe he did.
Yeah, decision. Yeah.
This was a great fight.
This was a fucking good fight.
This was actually quite high level as well, and a lot of exchanges, a lot of clinching, a lot of wrestling.
Definitely.
I can't remember the fight very well because this was so early in the card.
Luke was very technical with his range.
Yeah.
He was keeping his range well. He was kicking the legs.
Yeah.
Cullen was just trying to figure out where he was, but Cullen had good pressure.
Yeah.
Good pressure. He started countering every time. He throw the overhand right and counter his jab.
They would clinch quite a bit. I remember.
They clinched quite a bit because Cullen obviously was I guess better in the wrestling department. Yeah. So he started clinching a lot more, and Cullen just started to come alive more and more as the fight went on.
Yeah.
Luke was doing really well, with his punches.
Yeah.
Keeping his punches nice and sharp. With his jab.
That ending though, when they were trading shots and
Cullen he was like that was like some Sparta shit.
Cullen was like fuck.
Cullen was already throwing. Yeah. Cullen was already throwing before that moment even came. Like he was just
they were unloading.
He was just swinging. He was like fuck it, let's go. And then in the end, bro, he just was like. Fuck, let's go.
That's like when Sean Strickland was doing that. It was like,
that was such a gangster fight. So shout out to these boys.
And 3 days notice is fucking insane.
3 days notice to do that was
day after tomorrow, you keen to fight. It's like what the fuck, you gotta make weight and shit, bro.
Yeah,
respect.
Shout out to these boys, man.
Shout out to these boys.
Beautiful fight. That was another banger fight.
Yeah.
And shout out to Cullen. Good job. Good fucking
incredible fight. All right, let's move on to I believe it was Daniel Harawira fought Liam Phillips, right? This fight is quite vague in my mind, but I remember Liam was the guy that threw that overhand right.
Yeah, overhand right
straight into a takedown. And He was on top for quite a bit.
He's really good with jiu-jitsu. He was on top.
Submission
he was
attempts.
Just controlling.
Yeah.
He had some good submissions attempt. He tried the armbar, I think, in the first round.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get it because that guy, Daniel was very aware. Like he jumped over, survived that armbar.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
yes.
he jumped over.
Yeah. He got out of it.
He got out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very like good fighters, man. Really, really smart. He knew exactly what he needed to do to survive the armbar.
Yeah.
But then in the second round, as they started, Liam did the same thing. Threw the overhand, got takedown again, and then this time he finished it.
He got the armbar. Yeah.
Got the job done. So
shout out to Liam Phillips and
the job done.
Respect to Dan Harawira. We'll be back, brother. Sorry, not much to say because it's quite a vague memory. We don't have much.
Early in the fights,
early. We just got there and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I remember that fight. I remember them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Liam looked like a fucking tank, bro. This motherfucker was stacked.
He was jacked. Yeah, he looked like he was wearing a bodysuit. That's how shredded he was. But anyways, let's move on to the first fight of the night. I feel bad for Byron, who won the fight. I also believe Byron was there when I was fighting in March as well. I weirdly remember his face. I think he, the guy that Ali fought and Ali knocked out. What was his name again? He's Malaysian as well, the Indian guy.
I can't remember his name. I know he's
Prasan Gouda. Yeah. I think Prasan Gouda was in Byron's corner, like teaching Byron how to do submissions and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
When I was warming up, and it looked very similar. Maybe it's not Byron, but he looks exactly the same, like the guy that was there.
Right.
But anyways, Byron went in there. This fight was so fast it ended. The crowd had no time to react, and like I feel bad for Byron because the crowd was quite empty and no one really had a reaction.
You feel bad about it got the win, so fuck.
I know, but I just feel like no one cheered. No one was like, oh shit, because people were still there talking to everyone. Like they just got to the arena.
Well, who gives a fuck?
I know.
The job done.
He got the triangle choke in round 1. So shout out to Byron.
Yeah, well done. Good job.
And Jaden, Teddy, I think.
Much. Yeah,
Jaden didn't get much.
Didn't get much time to show nothing, but
hey,
it is what it is. It's the game.
Yeah,
you guys did a good job. Well done.
Yeah. But that's it for Shuriken Fight Series. We'll end on. Anyway, let's talk about Shuriken Fight Series. We'll talk about Nav in a second. Shuriken.
Yeah.
As
always,
great fight.
A fucking banger fight show every single time, man. If you live in New Zealand and you don't come out to watch these fights, you don't know what the fuck you're missing out on.
It's
man. You
fun
gotta pull up the Shuriken.
Yeah.
You have to pull up the Shuriken.
Especially now that they're on Fight Series.
Yeah.
Fight Pass. Sorry.
They're on Fight Pass. Like
they're making
the cards
it better.
are stacked every single time. Like. People don't realize what they're missing out on. Like, fuck it, just pull up, bro. I'm telling you, you're not gonna
straight up.
Like, you're not gonna regret the night. Like, it's gonna be a banger fucking night.
Yeah, that's alright. That's fine. I can work around that. All right, we'll talk about our. Let me actually go back to. All right, Shuriken Fights. Shout out to Shuriken Fight Series. They put on great shows.
Yeah. We can't wait for the next one. So shout out to Shuriken. Thank you for putting on a banger fight card and a banger show.
Yeah.
And we can't wait for the next one.
Yep.
And also what was his dad's name?
Oh, Shihan. They call him Shihan something.
Shihan.
Yeah. So Jason Voorhees' dad recently passed away.
Yeah. So just want to pay our respects.
One of the founders of bringing hype and bringing excitement to the combat sports scenes in New Zealand. So
definitely. So
rest in peace.
Rest in peace, and much respect to the love to the family and everyone. Our condolences.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing everything you did for us.
Yeah.
For the sport.
We wouldn't have these moments.
We wouldn't have these moments if we
wouldn't have these podcasts if it wasn't.
Definitely.
If
it wasn't for him. So
one of our earliest podcasts was Shuriken Fight Series 12.
Thank you so much for doing that.
Respect.
All
right, let's move on to our boy making his debut, Navajo Stirling.
Let's go, big dog!
He's fighting something turquoise or something. I don't even care about.
Turquoise, I think.
So I don't even care about what the guy he's fighting. I truly believe Nav's getting that 50K bonus.
Yeah, right? he will get that bonus.
He's gonna go out there and style on this motherfucker, man. Like this guy that he's fighting is, with all due respect, not at the caliber that Nav is on.
Yeah, Nav is firing on all cylinders. Like
100%.
I see him training. I see his work. Like he's just on fire right
now.
The
condition he's in now. He posted a picture earlier today.
He's stacked.
How do you beat that guy?
Yeah,
no way.
And he's on fire, bro. Like he's just firing on all cylinders.
Running on that momentum.
Nav's about to He's just gonna take his time. He's gonna take his time. Gonna build, but the guys that he's gonna fight, I feel bad for those motherfuckers. They're about to get fucked up bad,
Straight
bro.
up. Yeah.
They're about to get messed up. Yeah. And this is just gonna be another one for Nav to knock out the park.
He's in it now. Can you remember times when Nav couldn't get a fight?
Yeah.
He's like leaving comments under Hex like, yo, someone fight me and all this shit.
Yeah.
Now he's in the UFC. Now he gets what he wants.
Yeah.
He can fight as much as he wants. 5 times a year. If he can do it, he can do it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll give him fights, you know. Once you get into the top 15, top 10, it's difficult because now you're dealing with other people's rankings.
Yeah.
But when it's all these Turcos and all these kind of guys, you can fight. You can just keep raking in the money, you know. Like keep go out there, keep putting on these crazy performances. He did it, man. He fucking is. He's in it now. He said as well. And when he first said it, right, he said 2024, I'm going to make the UFC.
Yeah.
When he first said it, I was like, how? You know what I mean? Like
I knew he was.
I believe him. It's not like I didn't believe him, but I was like, how? Like, you need to get a few fights at least. Your record. I was thinking of, wait, like, how are you going to make it happen? Even he said, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to make it happen. I just knew I was going to make it happen.
Yeah.
And he did it. He literally said he's going to do it. He went out there, got 2 or 3 wins. He got 3 wins this year, and he got 4 fights this year, right? No, 3. 3.
The fourth was the one he fought in Contenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. 4 fights this year, right? Because he fought Calvin Fitial. He fought on Hex. He fought the guy in Australia for the title. Yeah. And he fought Philip Latu. 4. This is his 5th fight.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Nav's that guy, bro.
Yeah, Nav is active.
5 fights in 2024.
I'm telling you, Nav is active. And that's the thing, like, when Nav came to the podcast, he spoke about it. He said, like, I'm going to make it happen. Like,
he said he wanted to be active.
Yeah, once I win that title, he's gonna call UFC and call the shot. Yeah, when he beat Phil Latu, he's like, I'm gonna call that shot. I'm gonna get it, and he got the shot. Like he knew, like it was already coming for him. Like he knew the whole time. And it's crazy to see that he's already made it there. He's there now. He's there now. And he's making his debut. Like,
and we're gonna watch him on UFC Fight Pass. Like,
I just went through the UFC like the card, and I just see Nav there. I'm like,
crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's like on a Colby Covington undercard. You know what I mean? Like, it's such a crazy moment, bro.
But he's there. He's there now. So let's go, bro.
I can't wait. We're backing him all the way, bro.
Nah, all the way. We've been in his corner since we known him.
Since we known him, and fuck, we've watching him since what, the King of the Ring days. We were there live for his MMA debut. Like, bro, like it's such a cool moment to see someone who we've seen the come up. You know, we've seen what he's done, the work he's put in, and see all the success. Just fuck, it motivates me to feel like fuck, I could do some shit in my life too. You know,
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
and
anything's possible.
Yeah, fuck, he done it, man. Shout out to Nav. We're looking forward to it.
You already know you're gonna get that dub. Let's go out there, smoke this motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. All right. That's the show. My name is Kumiv. That's Lucky King. We're out.